Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to At This Moment. Just here checking in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. I hope you liked that great update video. I know I'm feeling good about myself. I'm feeling just really, really good all around. So, anyways, today's video, I want to get in a little bit of how to stay motivated while you diet. Motivation is a big part of anything that you're trying to accomplish, whether it be a diet or looking for a new job or even thinking about going back to school or even if you have a bigger project. Doesn't even matter. What matters, what starts, is with your mental state and how you feel you stay motivated. Well, let's just get right into this. So, a good way to stay motivated is you have to get started somewhere. So, you need to determine in yourself why you want to lose the weight. Well, I mean, I want to lose the weight because, well, of course, number one thing, health reasons. And two, it's just something that I've been struggling for so long that I really want to try to control this and get it under control and know that I can beat this without any help. And what I mean by help is not mental support or anything like that, but like help from a surgery. Last thing I want to do is really get into some type of crazy surgery, and I just want to do this on my own. So you want to really clarify and define all the reasons you want to lose weight and write them down. Make a little journal, type them out. If you're old school, like I said, get a journal, pen, write them all out. There's no rights or wrongs to it. Try to read through them daily if you can, if you have the time. That's why I say if you type them in your phone, you got them right there. Just read through them as a reminder. And, especially if you're going to feel like you're going to derail or fall off the wagon, like a lot of people say. If you feel like you're coming up to like a real hard point, just pull out the samples in your list and see why you want to do that. So, and another good thing is to have realistic expectations. Like, honestly, I've exceeded my expectations tenfold. I thought I was going to be here, 2, 3 months later, maybe only losing 15, 20 pounds. But no, here I am, about to conquer almost 60 pounds. And it feels great, so you really want to set those expectations as realistic as possible. um you don't want to think that, hey, I'm going to drop like 50 pounds in 2 months. I mean, that's a little extreme, and you could probably get pretty sick from that too. So just keep the mentality of, you know I can do this. I mean, I had my setbacks. I even had a week where I didn't lose anything. And setting obtainable goals can lead to feelings of frustration, like, I can't get this done. But maybe, just lower the bar a little bit. Maybe you're just trying to strive for something that's really unrealistic. And like, I know for me, I wanted to try to find a workout plan that I was comfortable with, because I know for myself it was hard to get from up and down off of the floor. So I looked for a lot of good cardio and exercises of that nature that helped me do it while I was just, either standing or sitting. Um, so I think that's a good way to put it when you're trying to really set goals. Make sure they're realistic and know it's something that you can handle. Okay, another thing you want to do is focus on process goals. Many people trying to lose weight only set outcome goals, or goals that they want to accomplish at the end. Typically, an outcome goal will be your final target weight. Like me, I want to hit a certain amount. My wife go back and forth on what that final amount should be. I think it should be around 250, 270, and she doesn't want me too far under 300. So I don't know. I'm still trying to see what I could strive to and what I can accomplish. But instead of that, instead you should set process goals, or what actions you're going to take to reach your desired outcome. An example of a process goal is exercising 4 times a week. Like I said, I found a nice little exercise that fit my needs. It only takes about 15 minutes in the morning, but the point is that I'm doing it. I'm getting the exercise in, and I'm being able to walk a lot more at work. I park in the deepest part of the parking lot practically. So, there's stairs to come out of the parking lot. There's stairs to get up to the second floor. So things like that. I've been skipping the elevator as much as I can and really just relying on those stairs. So, setting SMART goals to set strong goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time based. So, some of examples of those SMART goals will be like I'll briskly walk for 30 minutes. Like I mentioned, my SMART goal is like I'm just going to park further and further away from the entrance for work. I will eat 4 servings of vegetables, or maybe you'll just tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to have any more soda, or I'm going to put a little bit more protein on my plate instead of like the French fries. Or when you go out to a restaurant, maybe instead of the baked potato, you just ask for a side salad, something simple like that, but it's still a good and easy goal to maintain. And you only drink maybe your favorite. Maybe you go to Starbucks or one of the local coffee shops like 3, 4 times a week. Maybe limit to yourself to once, or if you could really try to just cut it down to like sugar free, just something to help you get started and get going. And a big thing is, and this was a big thing for me, is pick a plan that fits your lifestyle. Like I've mentioned before, we have a very, very, very busy lifestyle. And it can be hard to diet when you're always on the move. So you have to have an action plan. Um, but there are some easy ways to do it. Of course, you want to find a plan that you can stick to. I found that a low carb, high protein way is easy for me to stick to because there's still some really enjoyable foods I can have. And sometimes it doesn't even feel like I'm dieting. And, instead consider creating your own custom plan. You know, the following habits have been proven to help. Decrease your calorie intake if you want. Reduce your portion sizes, which has been a big thing to me. I've even been telling my wife, you might need to serve me a little bit smaller because I can't finish what's on the plate. Of course, she thinks I don't like it for some reason, but that's not even it. It's really because I can't finish what's there. And one thing that I've noticed, and it's can eventually help to saving some money, is that my daughter doesn't really like stuff on the kids menu anymore. She's not really a picky eater, but she likes to eat the grown-up stuff. So instead of getting 2, 3 meals at the table, I'll share, or I'll share with my wife because sometimes it's just that easy. Reducing frequency of snacks. Now, me, I was always a snacker. I wanted the next best, sit there with a bag of chips, watch TV, just anything, just snacking away. So I know at work, if I just take what I can eat or what I should eat, portion wise, I don't feel tempted to go out and buy more. Sometimes I would, and I know there's a lot of people out there, don't tell me there's not, but you actually had a drawer at work that was your snack drawer. Clean that out. Or if you can, just make sure you put stuff in there that's healthier. Reducing fried foods and desserts. I've noticed, and I think a big thing that's worked for me on this weight loss journey is I've cut a lot of sugar out. And believe me, I love the chocolate chip cookies. I love the brownies. Once in a while, I'll take some ice cream, but really it was the cake stuff, the cookies, the brownies, things like that. I just love that stuff, and that's pretty much just gone. I've mentioned before I'll have like a Greek yogurt or something like that, and at least I'll get that sweet taste. And reducing fried foods, of course, if you can, and it's in the budget, pick up one of those air fryers. I know people are saying those things are amazing. I'm still behind on that. I haven't picked up one myself, so I can't speak from experience on that. And start including more fruits and vegetables. A lot of the time, I know when we go out for breakfast, I'll ask them if they have, fruits instead of the hash browns or whatever, and it works out pretty good. Just start really trying to reduce some of those carbs. Like, you can get cauliflower rice now instead of regular rice. Does it taste the same? Of course not, but dieting wasn't always supposed to taste like you were eating originally, right? Because, I mean, if you were still eating like that, you really wouldn't be dieting. So, and another good thing is to do is keep a weight loss journal. My journal is you and my audience. This video journey that I've been going through to help myself, lose weight. And I think that's also been working because I feel to my supporters out there, I owe you a great debt of gratitude and to know that I'm still pushing. Yes, I have my ups and downs. Yes, of course, there's still temptations all around, but that's just for anything. Have those temptations been a lot easier to handle? Yes. But this being my video journal is a way for me to express to you and hold myself accountable of everything. Now, I know a lot of people don't have that in them, and that's fine. Get yourself a pen and paper and just start writing everything out. Maybe some of the things that stressed you that week, or maybe some of those things that kind of drove your emotions kind of crazy and you felt like you wanted to snack more. Always having a way to vent and get those frustrations out and those emotions out, whether it's on paper, whether it's on video like I do with y'all. I can just say, it's been helping a lot. Another great thing is we're all working hard at this, no matter what you're trying to accomplish. But you need to celebrate your own success. You don't need to celebrate by going to the nearest buffet and getting your grub on. No, 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 because you don't want to hurt yourself at the same time. But for your ladies out there, even hey, I'm not gonna front. I've been to the nail salon. I've gotten a pedicure on my feet. It feels amazing. I don't care what anybody says. I'll do it all the time. But yeah, if you want to, go to the nearest nail shop, get yourself a manicure, pedicure, get all dolled up, go to a movie, go on a cool date night, get dressed up with your spouse. Um, let's see here, what's another good one? Uh, Go out and buy yourself a new outfit, like I did. I bought myself those shorts and these cool T-shirts and stuff, or just anything that can just that feels like you've succeeded, like you're rewarding yourself for all your hard work. Because believe me, this is hard work. This isn't something that just happens overnight. You're starting a whole new lifestyle plan. And if you're somebody like me that has been heavy all of my life, I'm not even going to say a majority of my life, I'm just going to go out there and say all of my life, it's really hard to reconstruct your whole life around everything. Another good thing is find social support. And that's been a big thing for me because I've always been real quiet about how much like I actually weigh and stuff like that. So, coming out and just expressing it, it feels like there's been a large load off of my shoulder. And, there's been some great coworkers at work that have been behind me since day one. And, just that social interaction and getting their positive feedback helps greatly, trust me. Even if you're not the most sociable person, if you can at least find somebody that can, kind of guide you or, tell you you're doing great, just any little bit of that will help. Trust me. It was this whole YouTube thing was going through my head for months. Like, how could I really put something together? How can I have the belief in myself to really even express all this emotion in something that I've kept to myself for so long? Because, yeah, people would be like, I would tell people, of course, I'm a big guy, but I've never really said, exactly what was going on. So, just finding that social support and surrounding yourself with positive people is always the best way you can really accomplish something. Another thing you want to do is make a commitment. My commitment has been to have a healthier lifestyle and be committed to you all and hold myself accountable by doing these videos and showing you my way in videos, where I've started, where I've been. I've even been sharing, the clothes sizes that I've been doing. So I've really been committed to it. I think at least 99%. I don't think you can be dedicated to anything 100%. Because research shows that those who make a public commitment, and I think this is pretty darn public, I mean, I'm pretty much out there to the whole world, are more likely to follow through with their goals. So even if you just, you know, want to sit down with your spouse, but at least just talk about it, make it known. And then pull some of your friends into the circle because if you have real, true friends out there, they're not going to make you feel stupid. They're going to encourage you to do something. if anybody ever makes you feel stupid for doing something, you just need to move on from that situation and get yourself some new friends, honestly. Because anybody that's gonna talk you down or say, "Oh, that doesn't sound good." If it sounds good to you, just do it. That's all I can say. Another great thing is to think and talk positively. Now, I was always the type that would just joke around about being a big dude because I wanted to see people laugh because maybe they would laugh and I'd feel they would accept me, I guess. But what was really going on is I wasn't being very real with myself. I wasn't being positive about myself at all. I was the fat dude, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word, but I was the overweight person making overweight jokes about myself just to make the people around me laugh and, kind of, just I was just worried about them having a good time, but I wasn't really in my brain. I wasn't really thinking that highly of myself at all. And people who have positive expectations and feel confident in their ability to achieve their goals tend to lose weight more. And I think that's where I really started building my confidence, is just being real with myself and just putting it all out there. And now I just think about myself that, I literally can look in the mirror and like, oh man, he's a pretty handsome dude under all that. And it feels good. And another thing is, how can I say? Just make sure you always um bring yourself up. Think positively, talk positively, and you'll feel yourself moving in the right direction. So a big one is to plan on challenges and setbacks. And yes, I've had my challenges and I wouldn't say a major setback, but there was a time there where I didn't lose any weight, and then there was time there that it looked like I had gained almost a full pound. And I think that's just the body trying to adjust to a major change that's going on with it. So maybe at some point it was just like, oh wait, something's happening. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. So I would say that, I've had my fair share of little setbacks here and there. And challenges are really just, trying to stick to something, being so busy. And that's why I hope my video that I talked about, how to diet, living a busy lifestyle, I really hope that can help people not try to face so many setbacks. And, those challenges can be like hurdles. If you're on the road for 4 or 5 hours a day, maybe you commute to work, maybe are always, maybe you're a truck driver and you're always eating out. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? You're gonna have those challenges and those hurdles to try to jump over, and it can be pretty hard, but just make sure mentally, like I said, all of this is mental. Of course, some of it's physical, but 90% of this is going to be mental, because if you don't have the mental capacity, you know, it's going to be harder. So take these, for example, use some of these methods to cope with your stress, or if you feel like you're going to have like a setback. You might want to exercise, practice some breathing techniques, just take it all in, try to relax, maybe take a nice bath, or if you have a pool, go for a small swim. Go outside for some fresh air. Some of the things that I just love to do is go on my back patio, sit in a chair, turn on some jams, feel the cool breeze coming through, and just turn off the world. The only reason why my phone is next to me is because for the Bluetooth speakers, and that's it. You kind of just disconnect. Or if you want to, call a friend. If you really feel like you're struggling, call that special person up and be like, "Hey, I need to talk." Because I know like in AA, I believe they have like a sponsor. That's usually the person they go to when they're really gonna struggle. So just have that support there. Call a friend up. Don't text. No, because anything can be taken out of context to a text. I know a lot of people are getting comfortable with that, but when you're really trying to do something that you want to be passionate about and really succeed in, just pick up that phone and call them, because hearing that voice, that comfort on the other end, is going to make a real difference more than just words on a text message. And anytime you feel any type of doubt, ask for help. There's no reason to feel ashamed when you're like, hey, I need help with this. And believe me, I've even asked help on topics I should do for this YouTube channel and, coming up with content and everything. But you just need to ask for help. There's no shame in it at all. Don't always aim to be perfect. You don't want to aim for perfection, and always forgive yourself. That's one thing that I think I've had issues with, is that if I messed up on something, I just was like, "Oh, you're just gonna mess it up anyway, so you might as well just keep doing what you're doing." And instead of just saying, "You know what, it's okay, you're good, nobody's 100% perfect. Let's just start over in the morning and go from there." And you have to avoid beating yourself up when you make a mistake. That's all it is to it. Self-defeating thoughts will hinder your motivation no matter what you're trying to do. Instead, forgive yourself. Remember that one mistake is not going to ruin your progress. So even if you are trying to lose weight, and let's say you want those french fries and you eat them, just don't hate yourself for that. Just enjoy the moment. Know that you can wake up the next day and it's a whole new day. You can let that go. Yeah, you had a setback, but make sure you're okay with yourself and just forgive yourself and move on. And just know nobody's perfect. If we were all perfect, we wouldn't have to strive for anything in life, I think. So it's kind of good that we're not all perfect. A big thing is, and it's going to sound a little, I don't want to say silly, but learn to love and appreciate your body. I guess that's one thing that, I never really thought I could do. And it's kind of hard to talk about it because I would always just try to hide myself under bigger and baggier clothes. Like maybe if I wore a shirt that was, too big, maybe people wouldn't notice what's underneath. You know what I mean? And, it's always not just a female that might have some body, complexes. I know I've always had. Um, and I'm really starting to really enjoy myself for who I am and what I'm becoming. And so if you're really hung up on it, there's always ways you can change when it comes to your body and how you feel about it. So if you really, really want to push yourself, go ahead, exercise, appreciate what your body can do. Our bodies are machines if we treat them the right way. Do something for yourself, such as a massage, a manicure, something that's going to help you rest and relax that machine. A big thing is surround yourself with positive people. You know, Growing up, I knew tons of people, and might say, 20 years later, I might still have five that I still talk to. And, so that's just what it is. You got to really kick the negativity and really make what's right for you and your surroundings. And a big thing is stop comparing yourself to others. You could line up 100 people, and not one person is going to have the same fingerprint as you, because we're all different. There's no need to compare yourself to anybody. Like me, I'm Chris, and that's all I'm going to be. And especially if you want to compare yourself to models. I mean, if you compare yourself to a model, but if you really look at it behind the scenes, behind the Photoshop, behind the filters, behind the makeup, behind the surgeries, behind the plastic surgeries, uh, like I said, the fake tans, the spray on bodies, whatever it is, if you take that all away, there's hardly really anybody out there with true, like natural beauty that hasn't been modified a million times in somebody's computer. We all are have our natural looks, and I think that's just the way it should be. I always argued this, with the ladies in my family, that I wish they wouldn't wear makeup because there's no need for it. Their natural beauties are what they are. Wear clothes you like and that fit you well. Like I said, I used to try to cover my baggy, my body with the baggy clothes, and I think I was harming myself more than anything because I was probably looking even larger. Because now when I wear my clothes that I still have when I started this, I look bigger. It's kind of weird, And then when I wear stuff that I've bought recently, I can really tell, like, holy cow, there's a big change coming, and it's happened. And this is one thing that I've actually been starting to do. It sounds a little funny, but I do, look in the mirror and say things you like about yourself. And you know what? I do that now. I tell myself, my face is looking slimmer. I've always been happy with my teeth. My mom, she put me through braces and everything. I got those pretty blue eyes. Nah. But just things like that just really lift yourself up. You're kind of walking into the bathroom, you take that look at the mirror, you're like, yeah, I'm looking good. It's fun. You'll enjoy that, trust me. Another thing is to find an exercise that you enjoy. It's just kind of like what we do in life, right? If we really are doing something on a daily basis, if we don't like it, we're not going to enjoy it. So why are you going to add something else to the mix, like an exercise, if you don't like doing it? Some people do water aerobics, some people just go to the gym and swim, some people go to the gym and just pump it out, running like crazy on the treadmill. But if you ask them, they generally like what they're doing. Some people just like to run, that's their stress reliever. Some people do boxing. Some people, I mean, there's so many things that you can add to make exercise fun, just something you like to do. Go out in the backyard, play with your kids. You're moving, you're bending over. Trust me, you're going to make a difference. Just find something you enjoy doing. Find a role model. Having a role model can help you lose motivated, can help you stay motivated. However, you need to pick the right kind of role model to keep yourself motivated. Hanging a picture of a supermodel on your fridge will not motivate you over time. Instead, find a role model that you can easily relate to. Having a relatable or positive role model may keep you more motivated. Maybe you know a friend who has lost a lot of weight. That can be your inspiration. It doesn't have to be a famous person. You can also look for inspiration blogs. Hey, I'd be more than happy to be your inspiration. Because trust me, I know what you're going through. Um, so when it comes down to it, there's always also the next level to help you stay positive is get professional help when needed. Don't hesitate to consult a professional to help you lose, your weight loss. I wasn't a professional when I started this. I mentioned many a times how I went to the Lindora weight loss clinic, and that they were professionals and they helped me now start this journey here. you know the the this may even include just finding a dietitian, something local in your that your doctor can help you find. And if you're still struggling to get motivated, consider finding a psychologist or a dietitian who is trained in motivational interviewing, which has been proven to help people achieve their goals. Like, I can't stress this enough. I probably sound like a broken record sometimes, but it's all mental. You really have to train your brain to accomplish this. And I think that's why so many people seem to fail at like a weight loss surgery, because they haven't trained themselves. Of course, a lot of us are looking for the quick, the easy, get it done type of lifestyle, but it's hard if you haven't really trained yourself. So, really, even if you are considering some kind of surgery, please consult a psychiatrist, a psychologist, uh, a mental dietitian, just somebody to help you break it down and really, really hope to put you on the path for bettering yourself over a long period of time. I'm not in this for the short run. I want to hit my goal weight, hopefully, I turn 40 this year, so I really wouldn't mind hitting my goal weight before I hit 41. And I just want to live the rest of my life, hopefully, another good, 30, 40 years, maybe plus, who knows? But I'm just saying, I'm in this for the long run. I don't want a quick fix that's going to make me feel good for about a year or two, and then it seems like I'm starting over again. The bottom line is, being motivated to lose weight is important for long term weight loss success. And that's what I'm telling you. That's why I want to try to stay what I'm doing. I want to keep this channel going even after I've hit my goal weight. I just want people to know that it can be done. We can, like I said, you could always reach out. We can discuss anything that you're trying to do. And we'll try to find a way to, talk about it and come to a conclusion together. People find different factors motivating, so it's important to find what helps motivate you specifically. Like me, I get hyped up when I hear good music. That helps me get up, makes me feel like moving, makes me feel like walking around. So that's a big thing right there. Remember to give yourself flexibility and celebrate the little successes. Like I said, you don't have to go out and fully indulge in something, but just tell yourself, I did this because I lost X amount of pounds this week, or over the last 6 months, I've lost this much weight. Just give yourself to enjoy your successes. And just know with proper tools and support, you can find and stay motivated to reach your weight loss goals. So I really hope, these little tips really help you. I know reading them helps me a lot. I'm glad it seems like I'm on the right path with, this YouTube channel, and every so often I will celebrate with buying myself like either a new shirt or those shorts that I bought myself and everything. But in the end, just know that I'm really legitimately here. If anybody needs anything, any type of moral support or anything, we have technology these days. We can reach out to anybody at any given time. So with all that being said, this is At This Moment. And once again, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. More great content to come. Check out the prior videos, the update videos, how to diet when you're, you know, um, going out on the town or just whatever you're doing. Please don't forget, as soon as I hit 400 pounds and 100 subscribers, those Beats by Dre AirPods are coming straight to you. So until then, everybody, I just want to say thank you and peace.